Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo, along with Andrew Chang here. We are taking you through the early afternoon games for Week 6 of the 2020 NFL season, and we have the hometown team, Houston Texans. Flex it. Flex
right.
Flex them, man.
Oh man, I really need a tan. The Texans are playing our AFC division rivals, the Tennessee Titans.
That's right.
Who had an impressive showing against another AFC, right? No?
Well, they are an AFC team.
Yeah,
they're
AFC team.
East. They're AFC East.
The Bills.
Yeah. So, but this game is Houston taking on the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee is the favorite here at -3.5, and your total is 53.5. So Houston gets teased up to 9.5. Tennessee gets teased across the 0 to +2.5. Your over gets teased down to 47.5, and your under gets teased up to 59.5. Almost made that 60. Almost. And it actually could hit that 60 come Sunday or later on in the next day or so. But I already know the guy to my right with the T-shirt on is gonna run with the hometown team, and honestly, it's not a bad choice.
But
let's keep talking about it first.
Okay.
9.5 is a great value. Get it, 3.5. Get it teased over to the 4, 6, 7. And you even get it over a 9 in case there's 3 field goals or a touchdown and a missed extra point plus a field goal. So that's definitely the value play for sure. I know one of my worries is even though it was played on Tuesday and it's a short week for them per se, Tennessee showed me a lot of really good stuff in that game against a legit Buffalo team. Now, albeit, and we talked about it last week, Buffalo maybe was looking ahead towards KC, maybe a little bit of that sandwich game, which I was right.
Yeah, you were.
You took that +9.5.
Woo!
Money. Yeah.
That was money. If you've been watching our videos, that's money too. Thanks.
Yeah.
A lot, guys.
So it's there's an interesting contrast because Tennessee next week has to play the Steelers, so they could be, with Houston not being that good, Tennessee could possibly also be looking ahead. So this is maybe like a mini trap game for them. But Tennessee showed really well last week, even with Derrick Henry not being truckload Derrick Henry that we all know. He was still really good. Tannehill looked sharp.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
which
Tannehill
is kind of
looked
crazy.
good.
I was like,
It's not because he's he's no longer with Adam Gase. He's got proper NFL coaching, and he's got good talent around him. So it makes sense that he's able to make something out of it now.
Okay. On the flip side, we have Deshaun Watson, the magician. I want to go back to the Bills and Tennessee real quick.
Okay.
Because I think actually the Bills and the Texans are pretty comparable, I think.
Why?
Not saying much from the playoff game from last year, but it's still Allen, right? Josh Allen?
Yes.
Yes. So Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, they're both kind of mobile per se, albeit that Deshaun Watson protects the ball a little better. But, I'm looking at, the value here, or trying to look at the value at Texans +9.5. I think they can definitely keep up with the Titans. I say keep up very loosely, per se, because I don't think our run game is really established.
It's terrible.
Like I said, it's not established. But our nice little receiving core, and we are doing some changes. We're doing what Deshaun wants to do. We're doing what Deshaun is comfortable with. And if you compare the first 4 games versus the Deshaun of last season, it's completely different. Mm-hmm. Very, very different. So if he reverts back to the old Deshaun, which I think I'm going to see in this Tennessee Titan game, I like the Texans a lot, for sure. I think they can they will probably, if they will lose, they'll lose by 3. I think so. But that's just, again, being a fan at heart. I think the smarter play or the unemotional attachment play is actually the over.
Over 47.5. That is not a bad choice either. 20 to 28 gets you there, so that's a nice one.
What do you think about that?
It's a good choice. 21 to 27, 20 to 28 get you there. Both of those get you there.
All right, do you have a? Oh, so you didn't even say you're leaning.
No,
right?
I just wanted to hear. I just want to hear your information. So
all right, drum roll, America. Here we go.
So for 2 games in a row, I'm going to make the choice that's not the most valuable, and I'm going to pick Tennessee plus 2.5. The reason why is because I really think this Tennessee team is probably the best in the AFC South, and I really think the Texans got their first win just because it was against Jacksonville. And this is a much different team. Tennessee is probably, in my opinion, top 10. You could argue theoretically they could be top 5 based on their record, but I think Tennessee is a much better team. Houston is worse than they were last season, and I still consider Tennessee to be the better team last season. So I want Tennessee in this game. It's not the best teasing value, but I do get them over the field goal. That's probably the one upside I have to this is I do have them past the field goal at this point, and I have a clean 2.5. So they can lose 20, 21-23. They can lose 21-20, and I don't have to worry about them having to win by more than a field goal. So I think for me it's not the best EV choice, but I have to go with who I think is going to win this outright, and I think they're going to win this outright by at least a touchdown because they showed that, yes, Buffalo may not have been 100%. They didn't have John Brown. They had problems. They didn't, maybe they're looking ahead, but I think that they are the best team in the AFC South. They're kind of like not a full class above Houston, but they're above Houston for sure, and they should definitely be winning this game by at least a touchdown.
Okay, well, Danny, I'm not going to get you off of your Titans, but do you think KC is better than the Titans?
No. I mean, hang on. Yes, KC is better than Titans.
Okay, do you think the Baltimore Ravens are better than Titans?
Yes.
I know you don't think Minnesota is better than Titans, so I'm not even going to
No,
ask.
because...
And who else did we lose to? I'm missing one. Oh, Steelers.
Yeah.
Do you think the Steelers are better than...
A little bit. That's not by much. They're pretty close.
Okay, all right. So use that as your benchmark.
It is. And Pittsburgh was able to beat them and cover 3.5. So
okay.
Yeah. So that's
I like
why.
That. I just thought it was funny because I remember on that video for Minnesota, which was we're week 5, right?
Yeah, it was week 4.
Oh yeah. So
we're in week 6. That was week 4.
Oh well. Couple weeks back, this guy was Bill O'Brien's attorney saying, "Oh well, the Texans had played this, that, and this and that." I was like, "Bro,
I'm not his attorney. He's never paid me."
That's exactly right.
You deserve it.
There we go. Well, I mean, we don't wish anyone ill will, but we need to move this team forward into hopefully a winning season, which is a long stretch.
Long stretch.
You know, as a fan and as somebody who kind of knows the team pretty well, I am pretty comfortable with the 9.5, right? 9.5.
It's fair. If they lose by a touchdown, you're still good. I just view Tennessee as a much better team. They're a better team overall, both on offense and defense. I mean, do you really see Houston, even though Henry hasn't been good, honestly, let's be honest, he hasn't been like Derrick Henry, the truckload. Do you really see Houston stopping Derrick Henry?
I honestly do not know if they can stop Derrick Henry. Well, first of all, who can? If
Denver's the only team.
If he's really playing, who can stop Derrick Henry? Like there's a handful of teams.
Yeah.
The Texans aren't one of them. I can say that. JJ Watt's gonna have a handful, but what's propelling me to make this decision is the offense, the change in the play calling.
I get it.
And I liked what I saw last week. I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I know, but my argument is it was a division rival and it's Jacksonville. So Jacksonville has proven that they're not that good.
Come on, man. Minshew mania, bro.
But we both like different sides on this. He likes the home team, Houston Texans 9.5. It's very nice value, but I worry about Houston imploding a little bit, not being as good as he thinks they are. And Tennessee,
which could definitely happen.
Yeah, which can definitely happen. So I am going to take the less valuable choice, but the one that I feel a heck of a lot more confident in, and that's teasing Tennessee across the 0 to plus 2.5.
Well,
So
Danny,
somebody's going to be right or somebody's going to be wrong, in my opinion, because I don't think both teasers are going to. I don't think both teasers are going to hit in this.
gonna be right. I mean,
We'll find out.
Oh wait.
I mean,
How can it be?
a touchdown, because if Tennessee wins by a touchdown, both teasers hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So, or if even Tennessee wins by a field goal, both teasers hit. Okay. So I just think Tennessee can easily win by double digits. That's why I can't trust this.
Okay.
Yeah. So plus 9.5, plus 2.5. So yeah.
Sunday, Danny. Watching you. Sunday.
Worry about your fantasy lineup first.
God. Yes. Oh God. It's a hard week for me, America.
It's a hard week for me.
It's gonna be tough, man. This week in fantasy and in the bets.
Betting,
if you've looked at our videos, there's just not a lot of eye-popping games out there.
But we'll find something on all these games and get you a good no sweat bet coming out there. But until then, if you enjoyed the content in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our previews and videos that are coming up. Leave us a comment what you think of this game. If you're a fan of the game or if you're betting this game, let us know what you think. But until then, for Daniel Saludo and Andrew Chang, don't forget to get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.